about how trading is like marriage. My husband and I have been together for 18 years. We met when we were 23, practically babies. We're completely different people. He's in the creative field, and I work with flashing numbers every single day. But we also complement each other's weaknesses, and we're stronger together. In many ways, trading is the same. You need to marry fundamentals or news with the charts and sentiment for the best trades. Some of you may disagree because we just had a trading battle where Andrew Lockwood says he just focuses primarily on technicals, and for the most part, Boris and Nick Leeson are the same as well. But I think trading using nothing but technical analysis is like driving a car with blinders on. You have no idea if there's another car on your left or right side that could jam into you at any point in time. This past week was the perfect example. If you only looked at charts and you didn't check that there were two central bank rate decisions on the calendar, you could have been completely sideswiped by the big moves in euros and sterling. If you didn't check that we have non-farm payrolls, you could have completely missed the potential breakout moves in dollar yen. Trading on fundamentals alone also can be a big mistake. The European Central Bank, for example, is one of the least hawkish central banks. In fact, this week they left interest rates unchanged while the Bank of England raised interest rates. And yet euro soared against the US dollar, sterling, and the Japanese yen. It outperformed pound fourfold on central bank Thursday, leading to this huge rally in euro pounds. Why did this happen? The answer is easy. When it comes to trading, fundamentals, technicals, and market sentiment are all important. Over the past month, investors have been selling euros because the ECB is dovish, and as we head into the rate decision, the hot inflation reports from Germany and the Eurozone shifted sentiment and triggered short covering. We identified this shift at BK, saw the data coming, waited for the euro and pound to move into the zip buy zone territory, and went long. Now let me explain this in a little bit more detail. On Monday, the German CPI inflation report printed stronger than expected, giving us the confidence that the broader Eurozone report to be released the next day was going to be hot as well. I mean, think about it. Predicting economic data is really not that hard because, Germany is the largest country in the Eurozone. Their CPI inflation numbers were hot. So there was a very, very good chance the Eurozone data was hot as well. At the New York Open, I send out trades usually at the New York Open and the Asia Open. We went long euro dollar. Profits were banked shortly thereafter in the New York session, and then we went long again at the Asia Open, going into the Eurozone CPI report, and bang, profits were hit again in the second move. I also went long the British pound against the US dollar at the beginning of the week, leveraging on the idea that the Bank of England was going to raise interest rates. This would be a significant move because it would be the first back-to-back rate hike for the Bank of England since 2004. So I put the trade on in Asia, went to sleep, and woke up to profits before the New York Open. 60 pips, the best sort of trades. Then after the Bank of England rate decision, I bought the pound dollar again for a quick move upwards. This is a much smaller trade because we're trading reactively after the BOE rate decision, after the first big move. We had the fundamentals, which was the Bank of England raised interest rates. We had the technicals, which is that pound dollar was in the zip buy zone. And we had the sentiment, which is that the market agreed with us and pound was rallying. So all of the stars lined up for my trade. Now, I have to admit, Eurodollar would have been a bigger winner, but we can't be too greedy. We banked profits in the pound dollar, and we moved on to the next trade. It is trades like this where I combine fundamentals with my zip setup and sentiment that have helped us win 15 out of the last 16 months. Slow and steady, targeting 100 pips a week for consistent profits. Now let's take a look at some of those trades in more detail. Okay, so we hit our 100 pip target this week, kind of early, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And if you watched any of my other videos, you know that I typically do not trade on ECB day as well as NFP day. We did make some pips in Smooth 40 channel and gold trades afterwards, but for our main channel we hit our target and then we closed up shop. But here we have our Eurodollar target hit. We had two nice lots, explained why we were going short because euro was squeezing higher, and we had stronger German CPI reports. Showed the chart over here in the Eurodollar where we were in the zip buy zone. These were some of the other trades that let me go up to the top where we actually started. We start on Sunday night, going up to Sunday night, which was over here. We laid on a few trades at the Open, Euro CAD. Also, CAD Swiss had a really beautiful, nice buy signal. And if I scroll down, we basically bank some small profits in CAD Yen. That was a beautiful signal. And then we also had our profit target on CAD Swiss. And then we went short EuroCAD, and we had a bunch of different trades at the New York Open. Managed them throughout. It's really the Asia trades this past week that really helped us hit our profit targets. And one of those was the pound dollar. We went long pound dollar, 134.39. And we gave the reasons: BOE could raise interest rates, dollar dripping lower, NFPs. I thought it wasn't going to be a big market mover, but we're so many days forward, it really didn't matter. We also went short dollar CAD, and this wasn't the perfect trade because it wasn't the background wasn't red, it was green, but we're below the zip indicator line, so I thought that was going to form a zip sell signal. And I went to sleep, woke up, dollar CAD and pound dollar profit targets were both hit on this beautiful trade. We went short dollar yen. We had a few more trades during the New York session, and then that's when we got to our euro dollar trade targets hit, and head into the end of the week we banked 100 pips. We also some beautiful gold trades where we went long gold and we caught the zip buy signal here, and both our first and second target was hit. We also went long gold here the day prior. First and second target hit as well, and we caught the initial gold signal here. In this case, only the first target was hit, and we got stopped at break even, but we reloaded and we got back in. So this is an example of our trading, and what you can expect from my trades. Bourse, day trades with our members twice a day, Asia Power Hour, New York Power Hour, and you can see, they made 67 pips, 66 pips, 65 pips, pretty much making money every single day. I invite you all to trade with us every single day at bkforex.com.